Okay. Right, so let's have a look. Microphone, that might help, mightn't it? How's that? Evening all. Give us a thumbs up if you can see, and let me know if you can hear it all right, because I think I've been plugged in the right holes, so we should be okay. Evening all, how are we all doing? I've just been scanning this newspaper. Old newspaper is dusty, and they kick off my hay fever and allergies and stuff, so excuse me sniffling. I've just had tablets and things, so I should be alright in a bit. So yeah, we'll have a look at this in a minute. We've got a coin slot from this one is April the 18th, 1970. So what's that? 56 years and a week old. So that'll be interesting. We'll have a look for that in a minute. Yeah, right. Let's see who we got. Let's have a look. Elaine Roger, good evening. Peter C, hello, hello. Kevin T, Peter N, Peter and Stella, good evening. Ollie, hello. Rob, Brian from sunny Cornwall. I'm assuming it's sunny. Oh, it's always sunny, isn't it, in Cornwall? Kevin, good evening. Andrew, hello, hello, hello. Right, gosh. Dusty newspapers. More tea, that's probably the answer. Evening, Paul. So, yes, I've been busy all week. Coding like crazy for new websites. Reading Brian. And it's all going very well, actually, yes. So, watch this space. So by next Sunday, I'll be able to give you a bit of a preview. So it won't be live for a bit. Wednesday afternoon, hopefully, I'm handing the keys over to the new one, for the Circus one. That's going to be the first one running on the new system. So we'll play for that live for a couple of weeks, getting stuff uploaded and organised and seeing how the layout's going to work when all the stuff goes on the website. And once I've got that one sussed, then I'll look at moving the Colcon over onto this new system, basically. So there's going to be lots of interesting features coming. It's going to be much easier to search for things, which is kind of the trouble here at the moment. It's all right, if you know what we're looking for, you can find it. You can't search by name. The new website has got automatic searches. You start typing, a bit like Google. When you start typing in, a word, it's automatically searching all the time. Stuff like that. So just lots of easier things to make finding stuff easier. Because I use the website every day and I can't find stuff half the time. And I know it's in the database somewhere, but what have I called it? This is something obvious. Sometimes, like some of the strange wall machines and things, I think, where have I put that? What category have I put it under? I can't remember who's made it. We don't know who's made it. So yeah, it's going to be good, very good. So looking forward to that. Keep tuned for next week, basically, on that one. Yeah. So that's where we're at on that. Let's just what was it? I was going to say something else on that. I can't think what it was. It's gone. It'll come back to me. More tea. That's usually the answer. Yes. Oh, it's gone too big now. Look, what's going on with my screen size tonight? Why is that like that? Hold on a minute. That is right, isn't it? Yeah. Weird. Right. Now, somewhere here I have put... Gosh, I don't think it gets through speaking tonight. A very croaky voice. Dusty newspapers. Some pictures from this, this coin slot, which is quite interesting stuff again. I think it's this button. Yeah, here we are. So this particular issue is a load of stuff about Yarmouth, funnily enough. But this is a giant 80-foot long Mississippi riverboat dominating the scene over the twin boating lakes on Great Yarmouth seafront. There you go. This one's got a whole load about £500,000 marina redevelopment by Bottons, doing all sorts of stuff. So all this sort of information, well, not that, because it's about arcades, but there's all kind of this sort of stuff We'll be able to go into the new website in due course. There's some fascinating stuff in these old things. Pub fruits can stay, apparently. Okie dokie. New arcade, Scarborough amusement caterer Mr. Henry Marshall is hoping that the Olympia Ballroom, which he is renting from Scarborough Corporation, will be open as a new amusement centre on the seafront shortly after Whitsun. There you go. Another arcade go-ahead after appeal. Plans to build an amusement arcade in Belfast's main shopping street, Royal Avenue, have been upheld on appeal. That's good. What else do we have? Right, so that was that one on the front page. Then on this next page, this is quite good. Hang on a moment, let me find my buttons so I can click the pictures through. One of these annoying pictures you can almost see, but you sort of quite can't. But look at that, that'd be a great photo to get, wouldn't it? Freehold Amusement Arcade, flats above. K. Johnson Casino Amusements, Tontine Street, Folkestone. I don't know what you can see there, but it looks like there's a double-sided Crompton's Cakewalk pusher. That's about all I can make out, really. On the left, on the side, it looks like there's some bandits. Then the thing, it looks like there's two. They look very much like Brenco Wheel of Fortunes, actually. This little photograph, I think there might be. Be lovely to get the original photograph of that, wouldn't it? Yes. Right, what else is on this one? Let's have a see. Continental stuff. Well, we'll need that for a minute. Now, Rockola for the 1970s. Look, this is rather funky, isn't it? Pounds ahead in performance. And they've even got a hotline for immediate attention. Because that's just what you wanted there, wasn't it? An immediate attention. There's the Rockola 442, 160 plays. The 443, 100 plays. New Rockola models for continuous background music. And the inexpensive Hideaway model. There you go. For some reason back then you had to stand behind the jukebox. I don't quite know why. I don't know how you're supposed to work it doing that, but there you go. That was the 1970s, I guess. Right, what have we got over this page, next page here? Let's have a look at some interesting bits on here. So this is still stuff in Great Yarmouth. Botton Way, one of Albert Botton's new attractions at Great Yarmouth, consisting of a street of Elizabethan-style shops. I'm just trying to quickly scan the text if I can see where that was built. I think it's in the Pleasure Beach. Building a high slide in the Astroglide style, which has become so popular since it was imported from the United States last year. The £8,000 slide is being built by the Pleasure Beach's own construction staff. It'll be 45 feet high at the top, 140 feet long with 9 lanes. The footings have already been installed and the firm are waiting for the steelwork to arrive. I'm trying to see about these. God, this is dusty, this paper. It's really not good for me doing this. Here we are, Elizabethan shops. A few yards away in the Pleasure Beach, the second of Mr. Botton's new attractions is nearing completion. It is an old Yarmouth novelty, a street of Elizabethan shops called Botton's Way. The first shop is quaintly labelled Candy Shoppy and similarly styled, and the rest are ice cream and snack bar, gifts, fruit, shellfish. They stand on a site formerly occupied by the Noah's Ark, which has been moved by Mr. Botton's. It's been moved to Mr. Botton's Pleasure Beach at Skegness. Built at a cost of £5,000, the shops, 8 in all, were decorated in Tudor style by Mr. Teddy Wadbrook, one of Mr. Botton's managers. Mr. Wadbrook was responsible for the marathon one-man painting job carried out on the enormous roller coaster during the 1968-1969 closed season. Wow, it was a bit of a job, wasn't it? Now see, it's all these little details in articles like this. In my lovely new system that I've been frantically building, we capture all those little details. If I build a fairground one or an amusement park one or something, and the system kind of builds it all together. It's not quite AI, but it's a self-learning, difficult to explain system. So it gradually takes all these little bits of information, glues it all together in the background, spits it out the other end again. because there's so much information in these old papers, but it's all, you know, little snippety bits like that. It's going to be good fun. I'm looking forward to it. Right, what else does this paper say? Dolphinarium for Torbay. Okay. Following an application by Orca International Limited, Mr. C.R. Gray, Borough Treasurer, said this would be an attraction for Torbay, which would not cost the council anything. He thought a dolphinarium could be fitted in at the Broad Sands or Goodrington, Paynton. Meanwhile, Paynton Zoo General Manager, Mr. W.E. Francis, has been negotiating for some weeks with the dolphinarium promoter. Everything is still subject to approval by the zoo's directors, but if they have agreed, a temporary pool could be installed in the zoo by June. And if successful, a permanent pool will be provided next year. Fruit for Cafe after a novel approach. A somewhat original approach to the magistrates in Q5 for amusement. Got for the owner of an amusement machine. Well, the word, there's a funny way around. The gist of it is, cafe owner Max Jurecki took his bank book showing an overdraft to the court and claimed that he needed to operate the machine to remain solvent. Love it. Surprisingly too, this was a unanimous decision from a committee which has been much divided in the past on the subject of granting licences. So he basically said, if you don't let me have this slot machine, I'm going to go bust. Marvellous. That sounds surprising, isn't it? I like that idea. Right, next page. Let's have a look. Hold on a minute. Here we go, look. A new three-way 1D play triple action. Top profits. Crompton's Chattanooga Choo Choo. Can you read all that on screen? Probably not, because the scan's a bit ropey. It's getting very late, and I suddenly remembered I need to scan the paper, so sorry the scans are not particularly good tonight, but I will redo them properly at some point. It says, here is yet another really attractive machine by Crompton's, with the proven appeal you can rely on for top takings. Easy clean cabinet in 3 subtle colours. Pictorial backflash, brilliantly illuminated colourful top sign. The push playfield supply the great triple action punters can't resist. Odd coin reject, anti-tilt alarm, and diverter which automatically resets in 8 seconds. So yeah, it's got the coins with a roll over everything, like the what's it called? There's 2 or 3 of them, aren't there? Paul will know. He's the expert on pushers. The Chattanooga Choo Choo. I think, haven't I got a picture of Jim Crompton standing next to these? Hang on a minute, let me just click in the background. I think I might have. Full standing pushers. This is exactly what I mean. I can't find the... Yeah, have a look. In a minute. If I go to here, Chattanooga Choo Choo. Chattanooga Choo Choo. There we are, look. Have I got any notes on this picture? No, I haven't. Cool. So that's an advert that can go on that page eventually. And again, we're doing this on the new version of the website when it comes out in, I don't know, the slot machine one. A couple of months probably, realistically. Be able to get a lot more of this stuff on the website easier. What I've not figured out yet is if I'm going to be able to quite simply transfer it all, because it's a totally different structure, not to bore you with it all, but yeah, it's not quite as simple as just copying it off one database and putting it in the new one, because it's just not organised like that. I'm hoping I haven't got to sit there and manually transfer across 7,500 different slot machines and 30,000 auction results or whatever there are, because that'd be a bit painful. Wish me luck on that one, but hopefully I can find a way. Copper Canyon, that's it, Copper Canyon, to do it automatically. Copper Canyon, Copper Canyon, Copper Canyon, there we are. Copper Canyon. Yeah, that kind of roller thing where the pennies come over. Yeah. I think that one is Paul's, isn't it? Is that one yours? I think it probably is. Somebody sent me a picture. Yeah, anyway, oops, got the wrong, hang on a minute, wrong page up. There we are. The Chattanooga Choo Choo. And then we've got, what else have we got in here? We've got a big 2-page for Rougher and Walker. Phonographic Rougher and Walker. God, it's the dustiest paper. Where did this one come from? Excuse me. Right, what have we got? Jupiter, the best buy of the 70s. Bally King Tut. It's got 1 dozen 100-point hits on it, apparently. It's quickly adjustable, 3-ball or 5-ball for 6pence or a shilling play. There you go. King size collections, King Tut for king size profits. Bally's Money Honey, and then Mini Soccer, Maxi Profits. So one of those. Well, I get Mini Soccer. Good machine. When you click the leaves on the end and the soccer players run up and down. Quite a good fun. A couple of auctions ago, was it? I think we had one. Mini Soccer, Maxi Profits. There you go. And then we've got, what else have we got on here? Oh, hang on a minute. There we are. Candy Floss. Oh, Playtime. Chicago Coins Playtime. Anybody, if you've got any of these machines and you want to, I'll try and do some better scans if you want one for anything. Frame up and stick on the wall or something. We've got, now this was interesting, this next one page, we've got JCW Automatics. I think I've got on my databases making stuff but never really know much about them, and never got an address for them. Look, 144 Lavender Hill, Southwest 11. See, this is how we start piecing everything together. JCW, there we are. Yeah, we're doing like bandit conversions. J. Newell and Company, new British registered design case for conversions. So whether J. Newell and Company has got any relation to JCW Automatics Limited, that much I don't know. But you know, it's a bit more of a clue, isn't it? It's a weird looking thing, isn't it? Like a floor standing automatic hold and draw incorporating a single game. Some strange thing. Like a floor standing bandit on legs. Weird. Anyway, that was really more interesting for the company details than anything else. And then we've got, what else have we got? We've got this thing, Coin Equipment Manufacturing Company Limited. Now they obviously thought this was a good idea. Front opening, floor standing. What I think is novel there, if you have a look, well, you probably can't see it well, but it's a huge floor standing case with sort of a little reel set in it right at the very top and nothing much else really. A big empty box. But yeah, the Penny Invader. Looks big and heavy. Right, what else have we got? Next up, we've got, if you didn't bother scanning, because I think we've done before. What page is this? It's London Coin. That's this page. Oops. There we go. Drive Test 35. Do we know who made that? Have I got Drive Test 35 listed? Let me have a look. What have I got that under? This is why I can't find things up at the time. Skill Machine probably. Driving game. Skill, no, haven't got that one, don't think. Now you see, this is where the new thing is going to come in handy, because you can just type in Drive Test 35 and find it. Driving game, maybe? No, that's what you looked under, wasn't it? Steering game. Nope. Nope, don't think I got that. I think that's a new one. Drive Test 35. Thrilling drive along the highway, giving the driver all the experience of a real car. Light up flash, scoring with results indicator. Full sound effects, full of play appeal, trouble-free. Excellent. Trouble-free game. Midway's White Lightning. High-speed pistol shoots, indestructible nylon balls, 20 rotating targets, 4-figure scoring, time indicator, trouble-free. A trouble-free compressed air mechanism. Now, how likely does that sound? Single or multi-slot? Never seen one though. Looks like quite a good, fun game, really. Digger Star Pinball. Got Lead Road Race. Got a London Coins offering. What else have we got? I'll come back to the classifieds in a minute. They're always really fun, aren't they, to see what was for sale. I'll spin the photographs around while I go through them. What we got here? This is this page, isn't it? Yep. We've got Greaves Amusement Supplies. New Signet equipment. In stock now. Full range, sixpence play, 2 plays for sixpence, prompt delivery. That's Safari by the looks of that one. Medway Automatics, they've got a cup final, sixpence pub machine. And then Crafts of the Stadium Ice Hockey. I think we sold 1 or 2 of those over the years. That's sort of Formica cabinet ones. And then we've got Philips Recording Star, Taiko Kawabe. Taiko Kawabe, I think that is. Visiting Sega's Tokyo headquarters. Poses with the new Sega Combat, a battlefield simulator. I just about remember one of those. Can't remember where. But yeah, there's a bit of an article there about it as well. So again, this is all good stuff that can be written up in due course. Stuff like that. Make a nice article. On the back page of this coin slot, we've got, what have we got here? Bellfruit's new spin and take. The proved alternative to hold and draw. And the sailfish there was caught by George Coftry of Coftry Automatics, no less. So it's not just a random swordfish stuck on the advert. It's actually caught by one of their distributors, Coftry Automatics. And then Hit the Bullseye with Target, Bellfruit Target, and that says at the bottom, I think it might be trimmed off. You probably can't see it. It says archery equipment by courtesy of Redmayne and Todd Limited of Nottingham. So there we are. Early product placement. All good stuff. Evening, Mr. Williamson. Let me just, if I press the play button, are these pictures going to go around? And then I'll go through the adverts then. Why are they not playing? Click it again. Hold on a minute, something going on funny with the pictures. Ah, there we go. There they're going around. The Mississippi Yarmouth. Yep, there we are. Right, okie dokie. Let's have a look at the adverts to see what we could have had for £1 back in 1970. Bear in mind these are pre-decimal prices as well, just aren't they? 1970. April, yeah, so it's April 18th, 1970. Just over 56 years ago. Let's see, we've got pin table bulbs. Offers wanted. Somebody wants offers for their Mayfield, Louisiana 20 player, their Mayfield Grand National 20 player, and their Mayfield Greyhound Derby 20 player, and their Shield Pontoon 20 player. I think this was when there was all that thing. Oh, this is the Mills Novelty Company in Manchester. When all that tax thing came on, and you just couldn't give those things away, wasn't it? Because it was taxed per slot. I think there was a story in here somewhere about that, where somebody had appealed an order of they'd argued their machine was only 8 player or something, and the gaming board apparently was 12 player. So yeah. Mitchell's Kiddie Rides. You can have a scooter ship for £185, Red Flash for £195, XM4 Rocket £195, Rocky £185, and Jerry the Giraffe. Haha. Giraffes. Don't remind me about giraffes. For £185. Yes, apologies for last that one where I was clearly not quite right. I thought I'd leave the video up because I don't think it was too offensive and it gives you a laugh. I didn't watch all of it back. But some people advised me it was Not too bad. I don't seem to have sent anybody any dodgy emails either, which is slightly worrying. Right, anyway, what else have we got for sale here? Bulbs. These with prices on. Let's have a look. Fruit machines for sale. Bally Super Jolly Taverner. We sold one of those not long back, didn't we? A Bally Super Jolly Taverner, £100. Bally Super Gold Award, £70. 14 Aristocrat Take 10 Sweet and Sour Tanner Treble, etc. One pull for sixpence, £40 each. These are quite high prices, aren't they? Bear in mind these are just pre-decimal as well. That's the other thing I've been looking at programming into the new website is price converter charts things. So we could list adverts like this and say what that was equivalent to in today's money. I was trying to look at inflation, cross-currency inflation converters, and you just can't do it basically. So if you think about it, we can say what the equivalent of something that was £40 in 1970 is worth today. You can work that out. And say in America, you can do the same with dollar. What was something that was $5 in 1920 worth today? But because the two inflation rates and the two exchange rates change in different directions, you've got kind of four moving points. So you can't accurately say what was something that was $5 in 1920 in America, what would its equivalent price be today in UK pounds? Because the two inflation rates move at different rates and the exchange rate changes across the year. So it depends which way around you do the maths, basically. It's very complicated. I've been looking into it, and even top economists can't do it. It just can't be done. The only sensible way you can do it is you sort of index it against like the cost of living, which is a bit of a joke in this country at the moment, but you know what I mean. Like how many loaves of bread was that in America in then, compared to how many loaves of bread it was here type thing. It's not a doable thing, unfortunately. You can map one out either side, but you can't make much sense doing cross conversions over time. Anyway, where did I get to? Pete says, interesting to note, none of this generation of machines are still here compared to the old ones. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's so rare, a lot of this stuff. There's so little information. That's why stuff like this is gold dust, really. And do my bit to preserve it all. Standard Monte Carlos with token pay back feed system, immaculate condition, £85 each. Formica stands, cost £19.10 each, new, excellent condition, £7 each. Anybody need any Formica stands? £7. What have we got here? Dewmatic coin machines in Halifax. They've got an Aristocrat Nevada tic-tac-toe as new, 2 Keeney triple ups, a Sega Diamond Star, Mills Midas Touch, Mini Sega, Sega Club machine, Aristocrat Sweet and Sour. No prices, which is annoying. F. Simmons of Montevideo Works, 432 Chickerell Road, Weymouth, has for sale 5 Midnight Cities, whatever they are, £180. I'm guessing they're Bandit type things. 1 Super Monte Carlo, £160. 3 Piccadillys, £170 each. A Keeney Gold Rush, sixpence play for £45. A Keeney Gold Rush multi-coin at £80. 24 Bally Sportsman, 2 plays for sixpence, and they're £30 each. A Bally Jumbo for 20 and another Bally Jumbo for 30, all in good condition. There you go. The Leisure Automatics of Romford, they've got some interesting bits for sale. What have they got? They've got an 11 bells. I don't know what that is, 20 quid. Miami Beach for 70. Showtime Bingo for 75. A Grand Prix Fruit, 90. Gold Award, 55. Sweet and Sour, 50. A Jumbo for 25. Red Arrow, 25. Lucky Horseshoe, 25. Sega Bell, 25. Gold Cup, 175. I wonder if that was the big Crompton Gold Cup. A Bowling Green for 110. And new football tables, Brackets Continental for 65. Ollie Wales, So P. Sheeran and Sons at the Amusement Arcade in South Shields, they've got 2 elephant gift box machines. Oliver Wales made, £125 each, reconditioned and decorated. We've got pinballs. All £100 each. These Harvest, Tom Tom 2P, 2-player obviously. Oh Boy 2-player, Starjet and Big Top. And so a few bingos with 30 quid each. 12 Cascade penny fruit machines. Front opening light up cases, nice flash. Suit Showman. There you go. Whitley Bay, Vanna's Fun City in Whitley Bay. They'll sell you 3, 6 or 12. No reasonable offer refused. Excellent. Pin tables, no prices. Bargains for all. Ooh. There's no prices, but some interesting bits. I'll just go through the big arcade machines here. Look, bargains for all. This is from Chicago Automatic Supply. They've got Streets Colorama. One in Roberts Arcade, isn't there? Streets Colorama, great machine. Mayfield Penny Lanes. A Roulette. A Le Mans Pews Prospector. A small Hopper Push. A Crompton's Cakewalk. A Big Time Roulette. A Bear Shoot. Williams 10 Strike Alley. An Arctic Gun, Aqua Gun, Champion Gun, Tippet, brackets no tax, an Indianapolis Missile, a Ski Roll, and then they've got loads of bingos and fruit machines and stuff. They've got some nice bits. 8 3 bits Mills machines, high top. 5 penny Allwins, Jennings, ideal for a travelling showman. Apply Leng, Harbour Casino, North Terrace, CM Harbour. For sales, I think Paul would like this. A Mayfield Golden Stairs, £250. Do you want it? I'll give you the phone number. And I've also got a Mayfield's 4-way penny tumble for £150. So, you know, £300 or two might buy it, mightn't it? They're as new and only 1 season's use. So let me know if you want those. They're in Hayling Island as well, so, you know, not a million miles, is it? Mayfield Golden Stairs and the penny tumble. Paul says he'll have them. Right, they're sold. As Wally Hyatt, Hayling Island 2591. Give him a ring. Evening, Greg. Late again. Mum's in hospital having broken her hip. All right, we'll let you off then. That's a reasonable excuse this time. Better than your usual excuses, I have to say. So, yes. Send her our good wishes, I'm sure. Right, what else have we got for sale? Super Monte Carlo, site ready, £125. Sega Grand Prix, £40. Okay. Telephone answering machines. Oh, there you go. Well, they're in here. No prices on those. 2 penny pushers. One a 10-player and one an 8-player. 110 volt. Both machines in perfect working order. Price £50 on your offer. Also a 2-wheel trailer to carry them. £30 on your offer. That's Mr. G. Wheeler at the fairground in Mitcham Common this week. So get down to Mitcham Common quickly. See if they're still there. What else have we got for sale? Prices on. Oh yes, Ballygold Awards, £50 each. 6 Princess Mark IIs, £25 each. 6 Duchess Mark IIs, £20 each. 6 Little Dukes brackets Ruffler made, £17.10 each. 2 Top Dog ball machines from Jameson, and 2 Superfruits Jameson, and 2 Sweepstakes from Jameson's, and they're all £16.10 each. And they're all perfect working order. Or I'll exchange any of those for a spinner card flipper. Cash adjustment if necessary. That was Sheeran's in South Shields. Broderick, who remembers Jimmy Broderick? He was a bit of a character, wasn't he? Jimmy Broderick, he'd got for sale 60 penny machines from £10 each. 20 King Taps for £40 each. 5 Gold Awards, £50 each. 8 light up fruits, £30 each. 4 high top fruits, a tenner each. And kiddie rides from £80 each. Arcade machines cheap to save storage. Oh, I see what we've got here. What we can get cheap. A penny parades. A coppers and robbers. A heads and tails. A cover the spot. Do you want another one, Paul? It's cheap. And lucky numbers. It is also selling telephone answering machines from £35. There was obviously a bit of a craze in 1970 for telephone answering machines. How interesting. Anything else? A Crompton's, offers invited from Albert Corrigan in Bridlington. He had for sale a Crompton's threepenny plate derby and a Mayfield surf race and several war machines. Doesn't say what the several war machines were. There's some good stuff for sale in 1970, weren't there? Just scanning down, see if anything else interesting with some prices on. Money Matadors, £25 each. A penny Legal Perfector wall machine. I wonder what that was. 1D Legal Perfector wall. Oh, I suppose, yeah. Perfector, like the German, things, but legal. £10. Heaney Triple Up, £20. Williams Mini Golf, £95. Jackpot Automatics. Pin tables, bingos, jukeboxes. Pinballs again. Pinballs was, still a big thing in 1970, wasn't it? Jennings Governors, £50 each. Jennings Governors Mark II, £95 each. And penny Arcadians, £130. So Arcadians, 3 times nearly the price of a Jennings Governor. How about that? West Herts Automatics in Radlett, Hertfordshire. Wanted. Anybody interested in wanted? Situations. Let's see what jobs we're going. Prize bingo engineer required for a large London company. Somebody wants a man and wife here. That's a bit kinky, isn't it? Wanted for coming season, man and wife. For bingo and arcade at Seaside. And grown family. Or good bingo caller. Good wages in Cromer. Well, they do things a bit differently in Cromer, that has to be said, so that might explain it. A showman and wife here wish management position in arcade. Or will advance capital towards expenses and work on shares. Well, they could have had the previous advert, couldn't they? That's all right. Wanted immediately a mechanic on the south coast. C&P Amusements at Happyland in Bournemouth. An arcade mechanic is needed. Oh, it doesn't say where, that one. And they need staff for ski rolls and coin-operated games at the Festival Gardens in London. Opportunity with good paying conditions. Excellent. Right, anything else interesting? The adverts are a bit secretive and it's a bit boring because I can't tell you the prices because I think I'm in them. I think that's about it on that one. There you go. Dust in these old newspapers, it really gets to me. There's so much interesting stuff in them. Right, so there you go. Is anybody still watching? Let's see. I think there was actually, amazingly. So, yes, so I shall carry on programming like crazy for Wednesday. And hopefully by Friday or Sunday, we shall have some exciting news on that front for you. And in the meantime, keep up the good work. I think I might have got another 1 or 2 coin slots around I can dig out for next week, maybe. If anybody's got anything like that. Gosh, probably not as dusty as that one was. Then, yeah, either send them in, or if you can let me borrow them or scan them or take some pictures with your phone and zap them to me or something. Whatever. But let me know. That's all interesting stuff. And, yeah. I can see now, I can envision how the new website's going to look once I, a couple of months' time with all this stuff, and it's easy to get on there and link it all up. So watch this space; it's going to be good. So the first one will be the circusy one. So all the circus stuff will be migrated onto that. And because it's such a complicated thing, that's why I kind of started off with that one really, because there's so many kind of interconnections in circus. Because you've got like the acts in different shows, different years, different shows have different acts in them, and so on and so on, and all the location detail, all the mapping and everything else. It's a really complicated subject. So it's a perfect one. If I can build a website to capture all that information and process it and put it back out again in a useful format, I can do it with anything essentially. And I can. It's built. I'm just building the kind of the tool at the moment to allow the data to be put into it. But yeah, as I say, it's got a it's not quite AI exactly, but it is kind of self-learning-ish in a way, and will get better as I learn how to program it better, apart from anything else. So it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. Yeah, watch this space. So all right, thank you all very much for tuning in. I shall go and find some more antihistamine or something. Reading dusty newspapers, make another cup of tea, and carry on coding till I can no longer look at the screen, really. Yeah, I'll catch up again Tuesday night, probably. Either Tuesday night or Wednesday night. I might leave it to Wednesday, don't know. I'll see how we get on. But just keep an eye on the usual, either on the website or on the YouTube feed or whatever. And in the meantime, have a jolly few days, whatever you're up to, and we'll catch up soon. Nighty night.